All right, so today, we're gonna get the fueling connected. May try to start it, but we'll see from there. So since this part, there'd be a hole in here that goes to the cam. It has a drive shaft, or not drive shaft, a push rod that pushes the mechanical fuel pump, but that is completely blocked off. But it has, the same mounting bracket and all. So I had to switch over to an electric fuel pump, which cost me a lot of money for no reason. A $25 or cheaper mechanical fuel pump that just goes back and forth. And I had to buy new fuel pump and all these lines and a regulator and all that, just because there is not one hole in the motor. But it'll be alright. Might perform, I don't know, better. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But that's what we're going to try to do today. I'm going to swap out the lift plate for the carburetor and then basically start measuring out lines and see where everything lines up and go from there. Wow. Alright, so after a little bit, got my first fuel line done. I'm not really totally happy about it. You get some scratches on the black part. It's not the end of the world. Got a little bit of duct tape showing to keep the line together after I've cut it. They wanted to fray. Probably just cut that off. This side was my second try, so I got that done good. This side's basically good. This was my first try, so it looks a little crappy, but first fuel line, the regulator to the carburetor, it's there and it looks good. Obviously, if you're just walking around, you won't be able to see that scratch, but first line done. Now I just need to go from the pump, from the pump, obviously bottom under there. So from here forward into the bottom down here, and I need this as a return to go all the way to the back, into that hole back there. So you need to figure out a way to thread it into that, because it's not obviously this tank was not meant for a fuel pump. We'll see how it goes. One done, two more sides to go, and go from there. So the line from the regulator to the fuel pump is done, which is the inlet where it goes in and then out, and then obviously the out for the turn. Need to do the return, but I don't think I'll do that today. I don't know. We'll see how good this all goes. It looks good. This is probably my best one. No scratches, no duct tape showing. Trying to hold the fraying together, which is very nice. And obviously, I'll show you underneath. Ooh. So I got the line coming from here all the way down around here, and then I have the fuel pump stands up nicely right between the frame. I'll just use the mounting bracket to hold it against here, obviously, and then the inlet, and this is the tube right there that comes from the gas tank, so I'll have to mount that in here. But it's basically the gist to get it running. So well, obviously I got to do the return line still, but that's no problem. I just got to make it long enough, and then for the meantime I'll shoot into a gas tank right here or something, and go from there. Straight at 6. Alright, so today hopefully we'll be trying to start it. Last time I was here, we're trying to mess with the fuel pump and regulator and blah blah blah. We got that all dialed in. Like right before I left, well, because last time we tried to start it, we were just touching the wires, and I didn't really want to do that this time. I want to make sure the key works. So I hooked up the wiring, got this wire for the distributor, and this wire right here for the starter solenoid. Hooked the battery up, turned the key on. They both got voltage running through them whenever the key's turned on, so that's good. That'll obviously help start the truck. And then I didn't want to start the truck with the clutch engaged, even though it is in neutral, but I decided to just hook some stuff up. So since an 80s motor and a 70s truck, these didn't line up, the ball joints and stuff, so I had to maneuver them and stuff. So I had to make a bracket that moves, which that's where it was, so it didn't line up, as you can see. So I relocated a few, or an inch and a half over, so I got that all connected. You go under here, you just got the simple linkage connected. It does work. I have tested the pedal, which I can do from here, but it's a little too stiff for my arm. So I'm gonna hook the exhaust up and make sure the timing's right, and then start it, hopefully. Alrighty, so it's been a while since I've actually talked. Obviously, saw from the last clip it was running. I had a fuel pump on the ground just here, and an alligator clip just connecting to the battery, blah 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 blah. I still obviously have this alligator clip for to go to the key in there. So we had a leak coming from here. It looked like it's coming from the timing cover. It was leaking from the sides right here as well. Took off the balancer and tightened down the bolts a little bit. They were, I mean, they still had a few snugs to go. I'm hoping that obviously the timing cover is good, so I'm putting the water pump on and all the accessories. I'm just gonna put into the air that that's good, and that won't cause me no more problems. Fuel regulator needs to be switched out because it's not a return style, so I got a return style one, but I just need to change the lines because they're different inlets and outlets. My timing advance is off. Carburetor runs good. It's definitely a lot better than what it was. But since I have a bigger cam from factory, these things right here, they block the jets to block the fueling that goes in, because I don't have enough air for the fuel that I'm putting in, so I need to block the fuel so it evens out a little bit. So I'm just going to take out the springs so they can just sit in the jets and it'll idle easier. That was one of the problems. It was running because it was hot already, because I was cranking it so many times, but on a cold start it was terrible. Under here, there's the fuel pump. You got it mounted up. Got the line going to. You got the wires ground over there, and then I got the Other one coming up for the distributor over here, somewhere in there. So now the pump runs off the key, and so I should be able to start this off of the key this time, and you know, obviously not hook this up, hook that up, and then hit the key. See, I'm gonna put the accessories on now and see how the rest of the day goes. Alrighty, boys and girls, got some more parts for the truck. Had to get a special adapter for the heater hose, because they did not have one at Home Depot. Got a temperature sensor, even though I just found out the truck already came with one, so might return that. Thermostat housing. Truck came with one, but it was blue and rusty, so I wanted something chrome and shiny. Then got the exhaust starting to come along. Got not one, not two, but 3 5-foot 3-inch pipe. According to what my brother said about pipe and stuff, he was giving me estimates about $600 for this long, but I got this for $300 from Summit, and it's Vibrant. Good brand. I got the 3-inch V-band clamps to match, and then to end it all off on the mufflers, got the Black Widow Widowmaker series 10-inch. Got it straight through with the echo chambers on the side. That's gonna be fun. Haven't used these mufflers before, but I have a feeling that I will not regret. Seen good reviews. Then we got the drive shaft to complete it. One piece instead of two. Didn't want two because it'll cause some more problems, and the truck's lowered, so it'll have a flatter line from transmission to differential instead of it being raised up, and it's a little wonky, I guess. I don't know. So yeah. Yeah, basically we're gonna try to get the coolant in it, which I need this and this, so it can idle at a temperature and just stay there and make sure it stays idling. And then after that, it's pretty loud with just the headers, so I need a, my brother gonna shape them like an exhaust and get that toned in, and hopefully we'll be on the road in a few weeks and driving it around everywhere. See how that goes.